Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 4 of Slightly Off Podcast. My name is Chris.
My name is Will.
I'm Victoria.
And I'm Sergio, and why is Chris using the radio voice?
I don't know. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I had to hold my hand over my mouth because it was just like smooth jazz voice.
Yeah, right? It's like, welcome to
Hey
89.9. Yes.
Hey everybody.
I don't even know if that's the actual,
I'm on NPR talking news and stuff.
That voice. Forget
I
your
kinda liked
evil
it, I'm not gonna
Sergio
lie.
version of your laugh, like that voice.
That voice though.
That voice.
That voice, so yeah. That was an interesting one.
Alright, so let's start off with first saying that Sergio is one of our special guests.
Whoop whoop.
Sergio, if you don't mind just going ahead and telling us a little bit about yourself.
Still the fucking radio voice. Gosh.
Well, my name is Sergio, and I'm a community member. I guess I'm also like part of the OG RTFL kind of core group. Yeah.
Original gangsters.
I don't really do anything for the group other than like help host shit, I guess, and like that one time we gave away a bunch of stuff at the Laser King
You held
premiere.
posters.
Yeah, I held
There you go,
posters.
yeah.
Asked
That was a very
questions, all
crucial
that
part
shit.
to our
No.
organization.
You were
here.
like a shelf.
Yeah. Other than that, I yell at Brewer a lot.
Yes. It's a great
and-
dynamic.
Yeah, and sometimes reprimand Victoria for I don't know not going to certain places she already set up to go. Yeah.
I
Can we
think
have
you're
that
also
as his
forgetting the
official
most
name?
important
What,
thing you do
Sergio,
in the group.
professional
though.
shelf?
I'm also
Yeah, we'll make a
technically
meme
the
about it.
resident psychopath.
Yes.
That's close
very
enough.
much
I was gonna
so.
say murder, but yeah,
Yeah,
you're the
yeah.
psychopath of the group.
Psychopath is more
Yeah.
encompassing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Psychopath is more encompassing.
Yeah. To steal a line
When-
from Reaper, I'm not a psychopath. I'm a high functioning psychopath.
There you go.
I think
Don't
that's
label him as a plain
that's
old psychopath. He's better
Sherlock,
than that.
but okay.
No. Reaper says that.
I
too.
know it's sociopath, psychopath, but I'm pretty sure he's drawing from that.
Yeah,
I think
all
we're
right,
splitting
fine.
hairs.
It's an Overwatch reference. It's a Sherlock reference in an Overwatch reference. Cool.
So speaking of Overwatch, let's just go ahead and start talking about our game of the year of 2016.
I wouldn't go that
Presumptuous of
far.
you, but
I wouldn't go that
it's
far.
it's pretty close as of yet. It
Yeah,
kind of is.
As of now, yeah.
I don't know, man.
I
that
mean, it's
new,
still
that
early in
new
the
Battlefield
year.
1 trailer looked pretty dope.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's just a
man.
trailer.
That
Listen,
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
I
I'm
think
still
we
excited
should-
for it.
I mean, yeah,
haven't
we can get
played
excited for it, but at the
Battlefield
same
1
time,
yet.
it's- yeah.
I don't
That's
have
a
to,
joke.
man.
I saw
Yeah.
CG on that trailer.
I'm calling it right now. Battlefield 1 Game of the Year.
Hold on, you can't. First off, it's probably not even coming out this year. And secondly,
Doesn't matter, Sergio. Doesn't
secondly,
matter.
you haven't fucking played the game, Brewer. You can't give
I don't
a
need
game-
to.
Yes, you do. You son. Yes, you do. Yes, you
And
do. That's
this,
how that
this
works.
is what he's talking about by just yelling at Will.
That's how that
Welcome
works.
to the
His
Yelling
job
Podcast,
is
presented
that
by
right
Sergio.
there.
How that works, man. Like, you have to be able to play a game. Like, listen, okay, I'm gonna give you an example, Brewer. Okay,
I'm listening.
I hate Kingdom Hearts. I hate it. I think anyone who likes it is an idiot.
Ooh,
And I
we're
think
losing
that,
listeners
like,
right now.
all- yeah, I know.
Sergio, we need you to calm down there. We're
Losing
losing
all the
listeners.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
Let him go.
I think they're like just basking in
Man,
the
I can
nostalgia.
like feel
like,
the
basking in the
rage
nostalgia
building up.
of- Yeah, people are gonna berate
yeah.
us. I'm sorry.
That's the whole point of the game.
Exactly. No, but here's the thing though, and I say I hate it because I played both of the console instances. I played them both, and I'm like, this game is too easy. This story is completely convoluted. Everything here is just like, oh hey, here's all these giant cool references that you as a kid are like, oh my god, it's Tron, oh my god, it's blah blah blah. But that's it. Like there's
I
nothing.
mean, never mind that. That's the point
There's
of the
nothing
game.
there.
You know.
You know what,
Listen
Victoria?
to your nonsense.
You know what, Victoria? That isn't the point of the game because all the fucking random ass like Game Boy Advance sequels and PSP sequels just throw like the most convoluted story I've ever seen past fucking 2001: A Space Odyssey at you.
And there's our rant of the hour.
I love it.
Listen,
Sergio, I'm
What's
not going
up?
to disagree with you there, all right?
yeah, okay.
I'm not going
Yeah.
to disagree with you there. And this is coming... Okay, what's going to infuriate you even more is I'm going to agree with you, and I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game ever. So I'm just going to keep furthering this idea that I'm going to judge games without ever having played them.
Jesus Christ, Brewer. Okay, fine.
I
So,
never
about
played
that
Kingdom
Overwatch.
Hearts, and yeah.
Nice segue.
Anyway,
Yeah.
back to
Back
to
to
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
I mean, so here's my thing about Overwatch is I feel like I cannot hone in on a hero character that I enjoy playing as. You know what I mean? I feel like, I dabble a little here, dabble a little there, but
You're not
nothing's really
supposed to
gripped
though.
me
That's
yet.
the point.
I know, but I mean, like, I feel like everyone has that, one character where they're like, oh, this is like my character. If nobody else is playing with him, or if we need, a tank, or if we need, damage or whatever, that this is gonna be my person.
What
Okay.
happened to Hanzo? It was Hanzo that you were so like
I don't know.
favorite of last time, right?
Yeah, I played decently, but I don't know. It's just like no character's gripping me yet. But like the only one that I feel like I'm working really well with right now is Soldier 76, and that's because he's like the closest thing.
Yeah, when in doubt,
he's
Soldier
the vanilla
76.
When in doubt,
character.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I have a machine gun and a rocket launcher and a sprint and a
and
heal.
auto aim.
Yeah, exactly.
auto aim.
Auto aim.
And at random points, I have auto aim. Okay, cool.
Exactly, which I think we all know that I sort of need.
Okay,
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Here's the thing, though, Brewer. Like, yeah, you'll get like, okay, for instance, myself, the 3 characters I always play are Zarya, Mercy, and oh god, well shit.
God's in here?
Yeah, God's in there.
Brand new character, DLC,
it's-
$20, instant win.
Yeah, I know. It's Zarya, Mercy, and Farah. There we go. And
Okay, I like
like,
Farah.
yeah, I'm good at them, but I'm not like the best ever. I mean, I'm a pretty
I don't know.
damn
I've
good
seen
Mercy.
you play Mercy.
Okay, I'm a pretty damn good Mercy. But that's when my team is cooperating. Like the other day I was playing with some friends from Puerto Rico back home, and I'm the Mercy. Stay in front of me. For the love of God, stay in front of me. I'll stay alive and so will you. No one fucking like no one in those like 3 or 4 games I played Mercy is like, oh, the Mercy's behind me healing me. Let me just get in front. Let me just get behind her so the Tracer or the Reinhardt or whoever that's dashing at us is gonna kill her. Like, okay, thanks. Like that's get in front of me and you won't die.
But like, hey, I know
I
you
will
want to heal
say
me,
that's-
but I got places to be.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, but
Peace.
but you take that and that's probably kind of the experience some people have where they have like a handful of the characters they like and a handful of the characters that they know they can play in a pinch and like on all that stuff, and then you take the other side of the spectrum where, and this happened to the Funhouse crew too the other day, where somebody's like, I only play Reaper, I make plays with Reaper, and Adam Kovic's like, are you kidding me? Like, what? That's not how this game is played. And then you have your side of the spectrum where you just kind of like whatever you feel like playing. And Overwatch is designed for the first part of the spectrum and your side of the spectrum. Overwatch is not designed for maining characters. That's not how that works. It's not how this game works.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
And to be fair, I would rather have a player like you on my team than a player like that person Kovic ran into.
Yeah.
Because I can
The
use
like thousands of
situationally.
people who are like nope, Reaper, that's it.
I'm
Yeah.
only good at Reaper, one player.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys.
Exactly.
Yeah, Chris, you need to bust out your internet voice for that one.
Yeah, exactly.
His internet voice is
another
a
voice.
12-year-old
That's another
girl.
Yeah. Your neighbor is a 12. Oh God, it's a 12-year-old girl. No, but like that's the point of Overwatch. Whereas a lot of people are like saying, "Oh, it's Team Fortress 2, but with more characters and like slightly sillier."
Nah.
I'm like, "No, it's not, because Team Fortress, yes, you can have people like me who have 1 or 2 or 3 characters, but Team Fortress is basically designed for you to be like, oh, I'm the sniper, I'm the heavy, I'm the medic, I'm that guy. Like I'm that. Like that's what I did in Team Fortress. Like I was the heavy. Like I sucked at everything else. I was the heavy. So like but I was still good enough at being the heavy that I was participating and doing well. That's not what
Right.
Overwatch is. Overwatch is very situational. Except for, 6 Torbjorns or 6 Mize or 6 whatever.
Or 6 Symmetra
Matches.
totally blocking
6
off a
Symmet-
hallway
yeah,
with
6
their
Symmetra.
orbs.
Screw you, Matt. Asshole.
That
Well,
was
not to
freaking
mention that
amazing.
each map, or not each map, but like different maps, like
Mm-hmm.
are great for certain characters,
Yeah.
or different
Yeah.
game types are great for certain characters.
Anything with an
'cause, like,
open hole is like Lucio. Just play him.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
And
like
just-
if again,
or
like you have a
Roadhog.
Lucio, or you have a Reinhardt with his shield, and everyone just like tunnels down while he has the barrier up, and
Yeah,
you have the different like perches. Some maps are like great for snipers alone. Some maps are just terrible for them because they're completely open.
Yeah, so since you brought it up, I was talking to Chris earlier about Lucio, and I know a lot of people have been saying that like he's
5
like
seconds ago.
Frog
five
boy.
we were communicating via text because we didn't want you guys to hear. But I don't know, like, what do you guys think? Because I feel like whenever I see a Lucio, I just feel like he's like, really OP, and I don't know if it's that or if I just get frustrated because he
I
freaking
think the
rinses
opposite.
me all day.
I think he's friggin' useless.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
think
I
he is
will
the
say I
worst
have
support.
seen people play as him, and they actually do a decent job. I haven't seen anyone yet do a really good play the game job, but there have been people who have been like, yeah, okay, like I guess he's a support character, and then there's some people who play him like me, where it's like, why is he in this game?
Yeah.
Is
I'm
he
Yeah,
like,
I like him in the
like-
beginning of a game because he gives you that speed boost.
Yeah,
to
in the
help you get
beginning
to,
of the
like,
game,
points.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's very useful. He's all that stuff. But eventually, I'm like, switch
After
to
that, just switch out
switch
to
to
Mercy, or
Mercy.
someone else.
Mercy, yeah.
switch to Mercy. What are you doing? Like, your
Yeah,
ultimate.
I don't know.
doesn't-
I
your ultimate
honestly
doesn't
think
really
I
work
need
that
to
well.
I need to get like log some games playing as him before I make a decision because I feel like if you know, I mean, granted, I guess that's true with any character. If you know what you're doing with them, then you're going to be effective. Which
But
I
then there are
realize
also
sounds
some
like a
characters that you
ridiculously
just
blanket
can't
statement.
play.
but-
Like I'm like that with basically Symmetra. I'm like, I don't know. Her gun has no point for me. I basically just run around putting the turrets everywhere. I can't do anything
that's
else
kind
but
of her
that with
point.
Symmetra.
Her point is put turrets down, use the kind of shitty shield she has on everyone else, and then the teleporter. The teleporter
And when I
the
do that,
friggin'
I just feel like
godsend.
I'm not doing enough as like a playable character. So I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm not gonna do this. If I'm gonna do support, I'll do Mercy. If I'm gonna do, defense, I'll do Widowmaker. If I'm gonna do, offense, I'll do Farah. And it's just like there are some characters that I just don't know how to play, and I know there are other people like that. So
I still haven't
That's
used
why it's
all the
nice that they
characters.
have so many
I
characters.
played
Yeah, me neither.
a bunch of hours into this game.
Oh yeah,
probably
that's
12
also
hours.
true. I haven't used all the characters. I think.
And
I
then
think
yeah,
the only ones
there
I
are
haven't done
characters
are
I just
Torbjorn and Roadhog. I think those are the only two I am like I've played them like once or twice in like the tutorial thing to be like, all right, what are they about?
Yeah.
But in an actual match for like an hour, no.
see, like Roadhog's one of my favorite characters.
See, Overwatch has that problem with me that Fallout New Vegas had, where there's an achievement that's there that I could totally get, but me as a player and as a person, I'm never doing that. Like, which was siding with the Legion. Like, no, it's basically the Nazis mixed with the Romans. I'm not doing that. Like, as a
Wait, what
person,
is
I'm
this-
not doing that.
What does this have to do with Overwatch?
It was hold on. I'm getting to it. It's achievements
Oh, okay.
It's achievements I'll never get because of things I don't like personally, and I know there's achievements in Overwatch I'll never get because one, I don't like the character, and two, I probably never play them. Like Roadhog, I don't like his aesthetic. I hate it. I can't stand it. So the same thing as with Junkrat. I don't like the aesthetic, and I also don't like the character. Like, if I don't like the character, I'm very, very unlikely to play it, even if there is an achievement, like, tied to them. And
Roadhog's my spirit animal / person.
so,
yeah, I
explains
agree.
so
They're
much,
like
I'm not gonna lie.
110%.
see, there
That
you go.
explains a lot.
So there you go. But, like, for Chris, it's not a problem. For me, I don't like Roadhog's aesthetic, so I'm probably not gonna play him. And I
Or
don't
the
like
aesthetic.
the character of Junkrat, so I'm probably also not gonna play him.
Oh no, Junkrat's a complete asshole.
A completely raging psychopath? Isn't that just you?
Dude, I mean, come on,
Listen,
like
high functioning.
I love playing him because, you're just sitting there, launching grenades into, whatever. Chris just made the jerk off motion to me.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's funny because I sit in a corner with Bastion.
I know,
So I
right?
can do this.
They're fucking gonna rinse you with grenades.
Fucking Bastion. Okay, hold on. So I know
Oh,
you
here
guys
we
know-
go.
Oh.
Here we
Oh,
go.
boy.
Hold on. You guys touched on this. In I think the first or second episode.
I think
when
that would be
when
the
we were
third.
playing the beta. When we were playing the beta, but like
Oh yeah,
That would have
yeah.
been episode 2. Yeah.
freaking Bastion is still annoying. Like
Yeah, he's annoying, but
he's
it's
not
not
as
like he's
stupid as he was
OP.
No,
anymore. But he's still friggin'
he's not
annoying.
OP. Yeah.
I get that. That turret really pisses me off. But I mean, like, you
Yeah.
can go in there with like Widowmaker and just
Yeah, any
Yeah. You know,
bang,
sniper
bang,
is going
bang,
to be
done.
great against Bastion.
I think his super needs to like
His
come
super
down
needs to
just like
last
a little bit.
Yeah, his super needs to last a little shorter.
Yeah.
I could see that.
And probably
Like
not
maybe-
do as much damage.
He gets what is it? About 5 shots. Probably bring that
Yeah.
down to
Like
3 or
Maybe
4.
like
3.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know. I don't know.
Because
'cause
it
it's like,
recharges really fast. Like if you
It,
get,
it also
like, especially if
recharges
you're
like
just hitting-
way faster.
if you're hitting Reinhardt for no apparent reason, just hitting his shield, it comes back real fast. Trust
yeah,
me.
yeah.
I don't know. I think
I've been impressed. I've been impressed with it so far.
Yeah.
What I'm curious about is I'm wondering, what kind of, if they're gonna have any DLC or like any free new game modes come out. Where
I
we're like, all right,
think-
we have
I
these
don't
few
know.
game modes.
It's
And,
Yeah,
Probably
I don't
like
know
characters.
about DLC,
It's
but
probably
yeah, that's
characters.
what I was gonna say. Characters. They
Characters
have
probably gonna
all
be
those
added.
hidden little
Yeah.
Easter eggs of all the characters in there.
Yeah.
So like, there's like the biggest one is like Farah's mom. Was it like Sombra or something like that?
Also,
Easter eggs in this
speaking
one.
of
But it's
that,
also a matter of if we're actually going to get them as playable
Yeah.
characters or if it's just going to be more of like, oh, here's some lore stuff.
yeah,
Go enjoy.
yeah. Speaking
See, I
of
feel,
that,
I don't know. I feel like I would enjoy that, because then that changes up the gameplay. Then you're like, okay, maybe I need to, instead of playing these 3 characters, maybe I need to switch over and start playing these 3 characters because they're more effective for me in this game type.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they are coming out with competitive mode here in a few
Yeah.
days.
what I
So that's something.
what I
we
really
should
wish
look
they'd
forward
come
to.
out with is like an actual story mode, because
That
it's-
would be awesome.
it-
Yeah.
I don't
It's-
think they're ever going to do that.
Yeah,
Haven't they
which
like
is really
said
unfortunate.
outright that they're not going to do that?
Yeah, which is
It could be a
really
misdirect,
unfortunate.
Victoria.
It
I
also
mean, if
could be a
anything,
misdirect,
that's probably what it's going to be. The whole like lore and story of it
Yeah.
is just going to be like the whole read this script
Or-
on the
or more
character
of those
profile
videos.
online.
or more of the
There's
CGI
your
videos.
story mode.
Or probably more
Oh,
of the
look,
CGI
Destiny.
videos.
Yeah, I know, right? That's
exactly.
exactly what
like
I was
the
thinking.
grimoire cards.
No one's gonna bitch
Oh,
about
you
this.
want to know what's
apparently.
You want to know what's going on? Go check it
No.
out online. You can read about it.
And listen, those grimoire cards are some of the best things I've ever read. But still,
Yeah.
why are they outside?
unfortunately.
Like, come on, man.
I know. It's like I want to know. I don't want to have to stop playing the game, get on my laptop, look up the grimoire cards, read through them, and then go back into the game and be like, oh, that's what's going on.
They're
I think
there's
Division did it really well,
Yeah.
where even though the story wasn't that great overall,
Surprise.
yeah,
surprise.
it felt extremely like shortened. You could go out and like travel in New York and find like phone calls and all these other things that you can read and listen to. That was in game
Yeah.
and not
Like
good old
they
Destiny's
did
old
that.
version.
They did that for Taken King, where you could scan like a handful of things, but it was still a handful of things. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
It was like 1 or 2 per actual
Yeah.
like
one or two permissions.
story
more or less,
level. Yeah.
And here's the thing,
Which
like
was cool.
yeah, and there's a really easy like some easy ways to fix that. Like, okay, I don't think they're ever gonna put the Grimoire in the game because it's a lot. It's a metric crap ton of stuff. Like,
Well, then
just-
at least like have it to where it takes you to like the Bungie app or something for
Right.
like Xbox. I'm sure like
Right.
PlayStation has something similar.
no,
PC. Wait, is it even for PC?
no, Destiny's not on
No.
PC yet. No, but like there's easy ways to fix it, and like yeah, it's still outside of the game, but for the people who really want to look at it, like it has the Grimoire, like beside the fact that like Destiny Year 1 the story wasn't super into the game, did that at all mess with how you like the game or not? Having it like it was
I don't
it
know.
was,
I feel like it might have. I feel like if it would
It
if
was
I
a
would
side
have been
thing.
more invested in the lore, then
True.
it might have been more interesting to me.
true. It
Honestly,
was,
didn't even start reading them until Taken King came out
There you
because
go.
I
Yeah.
didn't know what they were.
yeah.
You're like,
And
oh,
then I'm
grimoire
like,
card.
oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
That's where the story went.
Yeah. And even then, it's story.
It's like now there are
within
too many to
story.
read.
Because there's a lot to read, and you know what? I think I answered my own question because I started listening to a podcast that's dedicated to like the lore behind Destiny and all that stuff, and all that like weird, interesting shit that's happening in the background, but we're not really privy to. And that got me more into the game because I was just listening to all this stuff. I'm like, okay, this is really interesting and all that stuff. And back to my point, I think the best way what they could do is because they don't have anything to do more or less uh, from now until September 20th, the release of Rise of Iron, which we'll talk about later, most likely. And
Hype.
Spoilers.
yeah, what they can do
Is it really?
is take like really important grimoire cards and release like storyboard animatics voiced behind the with a voicing behind it. Like that would
Yeah.
work really
Like
well.
Peter
Like
Dinklage or something.
yeah.
But that's also going to cost.
that
That's also going to
Rise
cost them
of
a
the
lot more
Dinklebot.
money than
Yeah,
just
that's
publishing
very true.
like
That
a
also costs a lot more
paragraph
money.
online, though.
It also costs more money.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not a paragraph, Victoria. Some of those
Well,
things are like
whatever.
short stories that take like 10 minutes.
Well,
to-
still, I mean, like, yeah, even if you do read them, like, you could have an option where, you write, like, it is a storyboard where you have, like, certain images associated with certain paragraphs, and you can be like, this is available to you in-game if you want to take
Yeah.
the time to read it,
Yeah.
or you can skip it, but it's like, having that option to read it in-game as it's happening would be really nice.
Yeah. But I
Or
guess
at least
that also
like go back to like the tower and like read it in your start menu or
Yeah.
something.
Exactly.
because while you're
Or
Or
it could be like
hey,
a
no,
reading
a
room.
function for the actual speaker. Go up to him, and it's like, oh, by the way, here are your grimoire cards.
Yeah.
Hello, Guardian.
Besides-
I
Go-
don't have
get
time to
more
tell
Bill
you
Nye.
about this long and confusing story.
yeah.
So go read about it.
Go read
Trust
about
me,
it on our
it's long.
website,
Trust me, it's long.
Bungie.net.
The internet still
It's
exists
definitely
there.
long and confusing, Chris. It's super
Well,
confusing.
Also, you could add that could be the new function of that whatever like lounge area that's in the hangar
Oh yeah.
that no one ever goes to.
Oh,
That's
you mean the
true.
room where
Except for when
Zer
Ray
Where you
randomly
just sit there
appears
and
and
nod
there's a
your head
random
to
music?
in the
Yeah,
middle.
like once a
Shows up.
year when he's ever down there.
It feels like they have a lot of aesthetic stuff that you're supposed to be like, oh hey, this is cool. This is where like Guardians go to do whatever. Like there's a Grimoire card that tells you, or no, that's not a Grimoire card. There's a Titan mark that tells you, look, there's a bar in the city that specifically caters to Titans. It's like, oh, that's cool, but you're not gonna see that bar. However long they
Titans.
don't let us go into
Thinking
the
they're
city, you're
hot
not gonna
shit.
see that
You
bar.
never know that. I mean, how long until we eventually actually do go in the city? Now they're going to open up another section of the tower that's everyone's just going to be dancing around in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
it's
think
not
it's
another
funny,
section
it's
of the
like
tower,
there's
it's
like
another
literally-
tower.
There's like the battle arena on the tower, and you're like
Yeah.
walking around like, where's this been?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that was because there was the 3 factions before. I think it was before Future World Cult was allowed up to the tower. There was another faction, and that got violent. That's where that tower was.
See?
Yeah.
I'm sure this is shit I would have found out if I would have read those Grimoire cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot of that shit.
Well, I mean, you
really
can. You just have to go
interesting.
to Bungie.net to go do
I
it.
don't want to
Yeah.
do that. That's
a
so much
lot of
work.
that shit is really interesting. Like for instance, Brewer, Osiris apparently, possibly a weird Golden Age experiment. Not really a Guardian.
Surprise!
Surprise,
Spoilers.
motherfucker. Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah. But
Chris, I think we
yeah.
need to have a discussion about what spoilers are.
yeah. Fucking.
Oh, you mean?
Oh
Listen,
my
I
god!
just
Oh, you mean like Hoda?
Listen, I just like playing Destiny. Whatever.
No, I feel you, man. It's I feel that's stuff that I feel like would make me appreciate the game a lot more if I actually took the time
And it
to read
does.
through
It
those
definitely
Grimoire cards.
does.
So I want to change gears real quick here.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever? Oh shit! What are those videos called? The videos that's like everything wrong with whatever. Like generally they do those for movies.
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah.
the.
Have you seen the
Yeah.
one
Jameson
that was on?
I think they're called.
Yeah.
Exact-
I like
Have you
those.
seen the one for Overwatch?
I
So
don't
it was. I think it was
watch those
published on
videos.
Smosh Gaming, and it was freaking hilarious.
Oh.
So, I mean, that's something we can throw in the link dump. Is a link to that video, but it is amazing. Especially when they do the like character shout outs and all the character names they come up with for all the heroes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You guys definitely need to go watch that.
All right, pause everything and let's go do that right now.
Yeah.
So I just got an email from RTX about how apparently, because I bought a ticket, I have one redeemable autograph session
Yeah.
code.
Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah, those should start showing up soonish.
Did not know that was going to be a thing, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What do you mean you didn't know that was a thing?
I didn't know it was going to be a thing. I didn't know we were going to get them.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, everybody gets one.
I don't know that.
Yeah. And
Everyone gets
we get to
one.
redeem them June 5th. Well,
This is
everyone
the
gets
point where
one,
we
and I
put
think
in
VIPs
a
get
meme of
2.
Slowpoke.
There you go.
Well.
That would be
If I
great.
remember correctly.
Yeah, somebody out there make a slowpoke meme for
Remembers
Victoria
Victor.
about autograph signings.
Yeah, I know, right?
Listen, I just got it.
Did you Did you not know that about? Did you not do that last year?
No.
That's
I
what we
didn't.
were saying.
Because that happened last year, Victoria. That was like their fucking epiphany after the debacle that was RTX 2014's RTX 2014's like autograph signing, which
I'm sorry.
made
It was
no sense.
last year. It was terrible, but it was also terrible, in 2012 when it actually moved to the convention center.
Eh.
Listen,
Dude.
when the way to get into the autograph session place doesn't actually have a queue, and it's like a big like open like
Yeah.
wall section
Mass.
in the middle of the friggin' convention floor, like in between their store and like the big ass like Smite section, like the big esports section. That sometimes, man, I just want to like strangle Gus. Sometimes. When it comes like that, I'm
Sometimes.
just like, man, you know better than this. Come on, Gus.
Isn't he not doing that anymore
Right,
though?
but that
I
was-
thought
that
this
was-
year
they
he wasn't.
definitely,
Yeah, that was still
Oh,
a couple
okay.
years ago when he was still doing it.
Yeah, that was 2
Oh,
years
okay.
ago.
Yeah.
I thought. Sorry, I thought you were talking about last year. I was like, there was no Smite booth last year.
No. It wasn't really a Smite booth. It was like a
Center stage.
MLG or like no, it wasn't center stage. It was like
It was like Iron Gaming or
it was
something.
like yeah, it was Iron
that.
Gaming. There we go. It's like the Iron Gaming like big friggin'
Game. It was just a gameplay center where they had a whole bunch of like
yeah.
like center thingies set
Yeah.
up.
And
Center
like a
isn't the
bunch of
word,
Smite
but
was being played
booths.
there.
Oh,
It was a thing.
quick correction. It's not everything wrong with Overwatch. I think it's going to be honest game trailers.
Okay,
For
honestly,
Overwatch.
Even better. Those are even better. Because it's all true.
It really
sometimes
is.
I don't know. Sometimes a
Most
lot of those videos.
Most of the time, it's true. Sometimes they like over exaggerate it to make it funny, but most of the time, a lot of that stuff is true. Especially
Yeah.
if you're like very in depth about it, and like if it's like based on something, and you're like, yep, this is yep.
You're like, huh? They make a lot of good points there.
You're making a lot of sense. Stop it.
I know, right? Cut it out.
You're ruining my life.
Yeah.
Damn it, Smosh Games.
It's one of those. Oh, it's one of those things where that video I guess reminds me of how it should have ended videos, and it's just
Oh
like
yeah.
it's just like some of those I'm just like, no, you're just missing the point.
Well,
like you're just
again,
mad this
those
didn't
are
happen.
also
Yeah.
for entertainment and humor. Like, again, yeah.
No,
I will
Victoria,
say
those
a
things are
lot of
serious,
them-
okay?
A lot
Super
of them
serial.
are really stupid, and it's like, I will agree with you, Sergio. It's like, no. And then sometimes it's like, yeah, they should have just flown the goddamn Eagles to Mordor.
Yeah.
Okay. So real quick, I just
Speaking of
did a
hard
little
cuts.
accident here. I accidentally hit the space bar and stopped recording, and then immediately started recording again.
God
There's
damn
gonna be
it,
like a
Brewer!
five-
Sucker, again!
There's gonna be like it's
Again,
gonna be like
are
a
you
5 second
trying
gap.
to make my
It's a
life
hard
harder?
cut. It's a hard
Oh,
cut.
what? We're recording again. We lost like 5 seconds on our end. It's fine. It's fine.
None of us were talking.
Yeah, I made sure. I looked at Chris and I was like, "Don't say anything. Don't say anything."
No, actually, it's better that you guys do tell me, because like you told me last time, I was able to figure out that there was actually like a 10 to 15 second difference. And I had to like move my audio back, and it was just like. So
Well,
thank
the point
you for
is
telling
that
me
we
this
know.
again.
Victoria,
there.
I'm just, you know what I'm doing here? I am improving your audio editing skills. You
No,
know, I'm-
you're
I'm-
just
I'm
making
throwing
me
you a
cut
curveball.
files
You
a
can-
whole bunch
you can
and
thank us
deleting
later.
sections. That's what you're
I know,
making
right?
me do.
When you're doing this later in your life, you're gonna be like, you know what?
I
That
don't
Will
want
was
to
a
be
good
doing
guy.
this later
Thank
in my
goodness.
life. I hope
guy
this isn't
Will.
what I'm basing my life off of.
I think you're
Sitting
basing your
here
life on-
cutting up audio files for podcasts. Yeah, that's how I want my life to go.
Oh, whatever. It could be a
You-
it could be a personal podcast. Maybe you're like, you know what? I want to start a podcast about
Fuck
shit. What was
these
Victoria's?
guys. I'm
what
gonna
would
make my
Victoria
own
start a podcast
podcast.
about?
And I'll name it Off Slightly.
Oh, boo.
Boo.
What would Victoria, if Victoria started a podcast today?
Oh,
what would it
if
be about?
Victoria would tell you, like, her podcast would be how to set up events and then not showing up to them.
Damn.
Hi.
Oh, that was a little
To
harsh.
be fair, I never said I was going to go to that. I said I was just going to set it up.
Oh, whatever.
Listen,
That's
we all
semantics.
assumed you were gonna show up because you're like, yeah, let's go to that, blah blah, and then Jake and me and Andrew and Jake's friend were like, where the fuck's Victoria?
Also, big deciding factor, I didn't have any money. I still don't have
Ooh,
any
that's a
money.
good one. Overwatch
Okay,
stole all your money.
so here's the thing, I technically owe
Right.
Jake for that because for some reason my card wouldn't swipe on their machine.
Yeah.
Just,
I got a
Card
free
wouldn't
lunch.
swipe, air
just
quotes.
buy him
Sorry,
a bag
we
of
know this
So I got a
chips
free
this
lunch.
Saturday or something.
So I got a free lunch.
Sort of.
Yeah, sort of.
Just pay him back in Ruby merchandise.
There you
Yeah.
go. Be like, Jake, I was thinking about you, and I got you this Ruby poster.
No,
Or I
just
drew you this
don't
picture.
show him the next emotionally traumatizing Pyrrha picture you see.
He'll be fine. Oh my god. Okay, so have we talked about this yet?
No, we haven't.
So, okay. So Sergio, we start talking to Sergio before the podcast, and he's like, guys, I need to show you this picture. So we all open it up, and he's like, you guys need to ready yourselves for this because it's gonna hurt your soul. It's gonna hurt you on the inside. So we all open up the picture, and it's a picture of
It's a fan art.
Mercy,
It's a
but
fan
if Mercy had like a Pyrrha
No, it's
like
Pyrrha.
alt costume.
It's Pyrrha as
Pyrrha
Mercy.
wearing,
No,
yeah, it's
Not
Pyrrha,
saying if.
yeah.
It is Pyrrha
It's
as
Pyrrha
Mercy.
wearing Mercy's like amber costume.
It's the same difference, all right?
Semantics.
Semantics, exactly. So then we're all like, "Oh my god, this is terrible," and like, "Oh,
Then
poor
this
Pyrrha."
monster.
I know, right? And then so Sergio's like, "You know what would be funny is if we posted it."
No,
on
that
the
wasn't me, that was
RT Florida
Chris.
site.
No,
Oh,
that was
that
me.
was Chris. Yeah. So
The
Chris is
posting,
like,
the
"You need to
posting
post
idea
this."
was Chris. The worst,
Yeah.
the like being a terrible person and saying what to post with it was me.
Okay. Yeah. So Sergio, I think we're splitting hairs here. It was a tag team effort by the two of them, which, I mean, when you think
Good
about
job,
it.
Sergio.
Yeah, high five across the air.
Team fuck you, Ricky.
So,
strikes at Jake.
oh my god.
Sorry, Jake.
So
Get good at goal.
So I go onto Facebook on the RT Florida page, and I type, "Hey Jake, the sad part is she can't revive herself." Hashtag sorry not sorry, and I linked the picture, and I tagged him in it, and so far everyone else has seen it but him, which makes me think that is he at work?
He's
He might
probably
have
at work.
Probably
When
at
doesn't
work.
he work? Well, he doesn't work a lot.
Yeah, the kid works a lot. Anyway, so we are all patiently waiting for the second that he gets on Facebook and has to deal with this emotional bomb that's going to be dropped right on his face.
I have
So,
a feeling it's going to be a big explosion of "God damn it," or it's just going to be
I-
like sad face,
I
just
hope there are
sad face.
tears.
So
Aw.
I'm
Jake, we love you,
facilitating
but
the process.
This is content.
I just tweeted at him. Check the Facebook
Oh,
group.
God.
Hashtag sorry
No.
not
Yes.
sorry.
Have him record himself while he checks it.
Oh yeah.
Let me type that up real quick.
Yep.
Do.
There you go. Like reaction video.
Okay, done. Also record yourself, Victoria.
Also record yourself. That would freak me. That would freak me the hell out. Be like, hey, I want you to look at this and record yourself while you're looking at it. I'd be like, I'm not fucking looking at anything.
I had a
I'm
friend. No,
screening
I had a
this.
friend do that. I sent him like a package of just stuff, and he was like recording it in his classroom at school or something. And middle of the video, he slices his finger open with scissors trying to open the box. I'm like, well,
Oh my god.
okay.
Worst loot crate ever.
I got blood on my loot crate.
Great.
Man,
Still waiting for my gaming loot crate to get in. Should be here Monday. God,
I guess your buddy never took a scissor safety class in school, huh?
no, I guess not. Hey,
Is that
at
something
least he
you took,
wasn't running
Sergio?
with
A whole
them.
class
true.
on scissor safety.
He had to.
He was standing still and still
After
hurt
third
himself.
grade.
After they made him
I
use
think
the
like
plastic scissors for
second
2
or third
years.
grade, like there was an entire section of art class where it's just like safety with all these random sharp objects we're about to give you.
Seriously,
what,
our teacher
Sergio?
just told us don't eat the glue.
I'm gonna say, I'm not surprised. That's all I'm gonna say.
Considering where
Confirmed.
Victoria got her education, yeah.
I mean, this teacher also happened to be our video production teacher, so
Video production.
It was the art classroom. There was art everywhere, and then there was a little corner where we had like computers and cameras set up, and there was like a little desk for us to broadcast in the morning news.
Yeah.
It was
my
like
God.
maybe like 3 feet wide.
Sergio, I gotta believe you got roped in with those kids on accident. You do not seem like the kind of person who needs to be told not to run with scissors or cut themselves.
Listen, I got a high IQ.
No, he'd be the person who's doing it
The
on
ladder,
purpose.
I could see.
What?
Scissors is dangerous.
Yeah, scissors are
No
dangerous.
comment.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Monster child.
No, okay.
Scissors are
Listen.
indeed dangerous.
The need for violence and murder didn't start until like halfway through high school. So I was an okay. No, actually, no. Never mind.
Around puberty.
I'm lying. No, I'm
Around
lying.
puberty, the bloodlust began.
I'm
Oh God! Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
Come on.
Chris made it weird. Chris made it weird.
You said it.
That's not what I was thinking about.
Also, yeah. I mean,
He's
listen.
not denying it.
You are disgusting.
Listen, I'm also okay. Fine, whatever.
Is that it? Are we
So
done?
about that-
I'm saying Chris is disgusting.
So about that Overwatch game of the year of
Yeah.
2016. Yeah.
About those
Yeah, real
7
fun
million
game.
players, huh, Chris?
Another smooth transition
Another
from
smooth-
the Slightly Off podcast.
Definitely not off.
Smoother transitions than friggin' off topic, or like
Just wait until we get sponsors.
oh yeah,
Oh God.
or friggin'
Yikes.
on the spot.
That being
Jesus.
said, we want to thank our sponsors,
Overwatch.
Blizzard,
Overwatch.
for all the nice,
They are
wonderful
not
things we're saying about the
sponsoring
game.
this. They don't condone this in any way, I'm sure.
Hashtag ad.
So yeah, if you have money, definitely go out and go buy Overwatch
Mhm.
and
Get
buy their
wrecked.
stuff.
Like I do. I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm not shy about admitting it. I get pwned in Overwatch from time to time.
We coming for you.
Practice a little bit more.
So I have a question for you guys.
The answer is
So-
yes.
Go
Okay.
go on.
The answer cannot be yes, Victoria. It's not that kind of question.
Okay.
So have you guys ever taken those quizzes where it's like, talking about how people pronounce different types of words? It's like, what do you call the bubbly drink you get at restaurants?
The
Like
answer is
soda
still
or
yes.
pop. Yeah. That kind
The
of
answer is yes. Yeah, so I wanna-
Liar?
there's
That
the-
totally worked.
yes, I do.
Anyway, continue.
So it's not so much like a difference in like, I don't know, it's just a pronunciation difference that might exist. So Meg and I are in the car and we're talking about something and I say the word and she's like, why do you say that so funny? And I was like, how can you say that word funny? Like there should only be one pronunciation. So what do you call the thing you play with, not in baseball, but the other sport that's similar where you pitch underhanded?
Softball.
Softball?
Okay, so apparently I enunciate. So I was hoping one of you would say it like me. I enunciate that T
Softball?
really hard. I'm like, yeah, softball, and she's like, no one says the T. It's just softball, and I'm like, no, it's softball. Like there's a T there, and I was like, I'm convinced that people say the T, and you guys just totally ruined it.
Okay.
No,
no.
I have heard people say
Yeah.
it. I don't know if it's just because you're in a microphone and you're talking about it and you're like softball, but I
No,
hear
I mean,
people like tap.
No,
the T
he
with
really
the tongue,
enunciates that
Yeah.
T.
Softball.
Okay, so listen. Yes, we're supposed to say the T, but we're lazy, so we don't. Like that's what happens. Like that's
America.
You're
But I didn't know
you're-
if it
the
was
way
like
you
a-
pronounce it is correct because
Softball.
yes, there is a T there, and you should pronounce the freaking T, but most people don't.
All right, so to make you feel better, so
I do need to feel better.
Okay, so the town that I grew up in, called Trenton, is not pronounced that way there.
Trenton.
Treaton. Treaton.
No way.
There is no T. There is no second T, and it's an EN.
Treaton.
Treaton.
Chris, what
Yikes.
kind of backwards ass, hillbilly ass, mountain monsters ass place did you grow up in?
Dude,
So,
triple ass. You just
so
got the triple
until 2005 or whatever year was almost one of the census years,
I think that was 2000.
cows outpopulated people in my
What
county.
the?
Yeah. Dude, that's
Dear
that's
God
classy.
in heaven.
That's classy AF, dude.
It's not like you're in
the way they
freaking
vote
Idaho or Wisconsin.
Hey,
Or like
Sergio, don't you hate on Idaho? All right, don't you dare hate on Idaho.
Listen, I'm not hating on
Well, I mean,
Idaho. I'm just saying, like, those states are still rural and shit for a reason, because there's not many people there. Fucking Chris, what state are you originally from? Florida, right?
Florida.
Well, I lived in Florida for most of my life.
So where's however the fuck
Where
you
is
say
Trenton?
So you want to go about 30 minutes west of Gainesville.
Ooh, out in
And
the
then,
boonies.
and then when you see trucks with balls hanging off the back of them, you reach the right place.
Solid.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Road trip. Chris and I, live
Oh,
action video. Trip to Treaton.
So okay, so
Treating.
I have a Vine on my like Vine
Hey.
account that I never use of me driving back home in Puerto Rico before I moved up here, and it is of a truck, and on the back there's fucking balls hanging off the whatever the hitch. I can't. I can't. And
I don't understand how people can
And that
do
was just one. That was just one on an island slightly bigger than Rhode Island. I can't imagine what that would be like in like a county. Like
There's like 25 of them
my
usually.
God,
I think my
yeah.
next door neighbor has
Oh
one.
my
I can't.
gosh.
Or at least he used to.
I can't. I just can't. Okay.
He
So,
can't even.
so Brewer,
Yes,
I want
I'm
to
listening.
bring something up, and it's something that annoys me, but I understand why it's done. So
Okay.
recently, Fallout 4, Bethesda and Microsoft came out with mods on Xbox One.
Yes.
Which, thank freaking Christ, they did it, because that was like my one thing that playing Skyrim on my PC was so good, because all the mods were just choice. They were amazing. They were like everything just.
That's
Oh,
what
like
the
all the-
series
like
is known
the,
for.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
like
so
the shader mods
when they
and
said-
lighting mods
yeah.
and all that.
When they said like, "Oh, mods are coming to Xbox One," I'm like, "Nice, great, all that." They disable achievements. Using them disables achievements, and I understand. And here's
That makes
the thing.
sense.
It makes perfect sense. I understand why, because a lot of those are like, here's all the guns, here's infinite bullets, here's you're never gonna die, blah blah blah. I wish there was a system in the back end of the mod support that looked at the mods and went, okay, these are the cheap mods, these are blah, blah, and then these are aesthetic mods, because that's what I as a person use in the Fallout / Skyrim environment. Usually they're just the aesthetic mods, like the water looks better, your hair isn't shitty, your character model doesn't look like it's squished because of whatever, your companions look nicer, your armor looks better, you can wear certain pieces of armor over other things rather than just the things that they tell you to, like things that don't really affect the gameplay overall and don't give me any sort of advantage. So now,
Yeah.
and I guess I'm now going to turn this into my way of starting streaming on the RTFL channel, where I have to play Fallout 4 again, because
Yeah.
the Far Harbor
Oh,
achievements
because
will
like,
not
no
pop.
more achievements.
Yeah, the Far Harbor
well,
achievements
so
will
here's
not
the
pop.
thing.
Do you not have like a previous save or something?
I completely messed that up.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
poor
So here's the
fool.
thing: is like
That
so
was
when you're
completely on my
downloading-
bad. Yeah.
When you're downloading these mods, it's like I feel like, unfortunately, there are so many assholes out there who would take advantage of this system
Oh yeah.
that there's like oh we can't check every single mod to see oh, this is like some kind of texture mod, but like hidden underneath it, it has invincibility or something like that, like some
Oh, yeah.
crazy perk that you might say, oh, like this is this is just a texture mod that
Yeah.
is just for looks, it's not going to affect my achievements, but some dickhead out there is going to come in and add some little extra bit to it that when he does that, suddenly his invincibility are all weapons, and he
Yeah.
just blazes through and gets all those achievements. So it's like,
Well, I
you
mean,
can thank
there's
all the dicks out there.
Yeah.
for
There's
that.
there's
Thanks, dicks.
Thank
there's
you,
the
dicks.
report that some of the mods that are up on the like curated list are stolen. Like they're not, like the people who posted them up to Bethesda.com didn't make them.
Yeah, they really dropped the ball on that one.
Mhm.
And it's sad.
To be fair, how else could this have gone, though? I mean, it was going to be a fuck up, and after this, if they're going to do it again or anyone else is going to do it, they're going to know exactly how to do it and how to not do it. I mean, They just got
Yeah.
the short end of the stick, I think.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong,
which is really unfortunate.
the mods work just fine.
Yeah, but the whole system in which how
Is
they
it super
the
pretty?
achievements and interact with
It is super pretty.
that.
So much immersiveness.
It is way prettier
It's
than
so
it used to be.
It's so much prettier than real life.
No, absolutely not. But
Like those Star Wars Battlefront mods.
Oh yeah,
Those things are legit.
Wait, there's mods for it.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it make the game better?
It's like it's just pure aesthetics.
No,
you
unless
know?
it adds a campaign. No.
Yeah,
Aw.
exactly.
Okay, so
For
speaking
those
of
of you who
which,
paid full price for that game,
yeah, you poor
Shame
bastards.
on you.
Yeah. So speaking of which, going back to
$30.
Overwatch,
solid fist.
would you ever want them to put a campaign in it?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if they did. However, I don't think they need it. I wouldn't mind more story, but it
yeah.
doesn't have to be in a form of a campaign.
Yeah. I would like them to
I
have
feel like
story
it needs
because
it, though.
yes, we
Yeah.
kind of know that like, hey, there's random shit going on that like Overwatch needs to come back, but what is it? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Like
it-
I started the game up, and I see all this stuff online about like Overwatch needs to come back, and like here's how these characters know each other, and here's
Yeah.
the beef between this group and this group, and it's like I booted up the game, and I had no idea that any of that was going on.
yeah.
You know,
Also-
and maybe that's on me for not digging deep enough, but
Yeah, but
still,
then that-
I
that's
shouldn't
still-
have to like search.
That's still
Actually,
that's
it's
still
all
Destiny
they
syndrome.
actually did it in a really good
Looking
way,
at you,
in
Destiny.
where it's all basically on their Overwatch website. I mean, unfortunately, you have
There's
to go
another
through
incident
and
where I
read.
have to go on a website.
I know that, and 'cause we went over this earlier. We don't have to go over it anymore. We spent like 40 minutes on that, but at least
That's an exaggeration.
in this way, it's like you have to read through all the character descriptions and their stories and their backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only downside I considered. I actually didn't mind. I actually went through and I didn't even know I was going to do it. I was like, oh, hey, look,
Is this
Overwatch
why-
website.
I also
Is this
did
why
it.
you haven't been sleeping, Victoria?
What did I do today? What did I do?
What did I do
No.
today?
Hold on. Speaking of the backstory stuff, I love the little quips in between like the characters at the beginning.
Yes, how they interact before it actually starts.
Soldier 76 does the worst job of not revealing who he actually is. like-
It's basically all but confirmed by this
Yeah.
point, right?
Yeah, no, he is Morrison. He is that guy. And like the skin confirms it and one of the sprays confirms it. And also the way he talks to Farah confirms it. Like he's like he talks about knowing his mom and not knowing her mom and like all that stuff. Like not a lot of people knew her mom. Like not a lot of people with like the kind of combat abilities this guy has knew her mom. It's like, dude, come on.
Well, also she was in. They were in. I don't remember if it was a short or if it was just like another one of those story background
No,
things.
Farah just got a comic.
Well, yeah, no, but there was something with Sombra and 76. I just don't know what form of media it took. I don't know. I was just reading over it today, and it was like, yeah, no, she's in that with him. I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, there's a YouTube video for Soldier 76 origin story.
Yeah, so it might have been that.
It looks like the worst race car number ever.
It does.
What?
Yeah.
Like the NASCAR sponsored
Yeah.
by like fucking I don't even know like
Yeah.
Crest toothpaste or something.
Also, like if you don't really look into it, you're not really sure why he calls himself Soldier 76. But then you realize that like original Overwatch, they took like 100 people or something like that, like 100 soldiers that like went into the Overwatch program and like enhanced them ridiculously.
So he was the 76th one.
Yeah.
Actually,
what
he was-
other game
he
have I
was number
heard
2.
about?
was number
where
2, yeah.
There's a bunch of people who go into a program and get
Who
enhancements.
does number
and they
2
have
work
numbers.
for?
Are you talking about
I see
Halo?
what you did, Brewer. I do
What is
you did.
Halo?
Yeah, I'll take Halo questions for 200. Anywho, another classic transition.
I
from the
think
Slightly Off
yeah.
podcast.
This
I think
is
now's
just
a good
falling
time
apart
to
right now.
wrap this
Like,
up.
Yeah.
A nice little foil ball of information.
I know,
Transitions are
well, you know
never
what?
good.
You know what? Chris, you wanted to talk about Homefront, right?
No, God, no.
Why?
let's just end this question or this little comment real quick.
Why?
Homefront is very disappointing for somebody like me who's a big fan of that alternate history stuff. Where I was hoping that, oh my God, this might be the Homefront that actually is pretty decent. And it doesn't even get there. Not even close.
Like,
They should have delayed that game for another year at least.
Oh,
or
man.
just no.
Or just no.
Alternate history
Well, I mean, like
stuff is really cool.
the whole
but
like the backstory of it is amazing, and then the actual story of it is complete garbage. It's filled in with repeated one-liners from other movies.
Honestly, the way I described this game, like I completely forgot about it until you brought it up the other day.
I'm going to interrupt you guys right now. So Ricky just posted something on RTX. They pulled up the new schedule, and somebody's face is dead
Holy-
center in the picture of Meg Turney signing somebody's forehead.
is that?
Guess who
Oh
it
my
is.
god!
I know!
Guys, I'm famous.
Chris, you're famous! Oh my god, we need to tweet this out right now. This is amazing.
Yes.
So for all of you
Florida
listening,
is on the map.
yeah, for all of you listening, Ricky went ahead and took a screenshot of the RTX schedule, and there's a picture next to the schedule, and it's a picture of Meg Turney signing some dude's forehead, and in the background, front
Right,
and center,
dead
crystal
center.
clear, is Chris.
Just
In
go
his
to
little grin, with his hair in the front of his face, doing his thing, fucking famous as shit now.
just go to rtxevent.com, go click on the schedule, and it's
Chris's
it's beautiful.
big goofy smile. While
It's like
Meg
that.
Turney
I imagine
signs
you
some
as
guy's
having that
forehead.
face just the entire weekend, like seeing everyone and everything. Like that.
He's
face
got
is
that
just, like,
face right now.
permanently glued onto your face.
You're famous! Like, you're more famous than the dude whose forehead is getting signed. 'Cause
You should
we can
print
see
that
you.
out and like have Meg sign it.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Like, and you need to have like the calendar in the picture as well. Just like straight screenshot.
I wonder if I'll be in the magazine.
Probably. Dude, you're so famous.
Can I get her to sign my magazine? Sign my schedule, please.
Oh my gosh, you
Like,
need to-
OMG.
OM Jeepers.
Oh, so speaking of RTX,
Again.
did anyone see the
Again.
Did anyone see the new contest they posted up of like to get VIP tickets?
Oh, is that the one for that movie, the two dudes who need a date thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually the movie.
Yeah.
2 dudes who need a date.
Yeah.
That's the gist of the movie, all right?
It's like Dave and something need dates. I don't know, or need wedding dates.
See,
like-
I was close.
Dave
like-
and
It's like Zac Efron plus some guy who's not as cute, and then Anna Kendrick and
Zac Efron and starring not Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's the whole point of this contest? I have not seen it.
The contest is because like the I guess the premise of the movie is the dudes need wedding dates, so they go on a Craigslist and find wedding dates.
That's how you get murdered.
Yeah, I know. And I guess the whole crux of the movie is that
Plot
Or
twist,
syphilis.
that's what happens at
Yeah.
the end.
it's Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza, the two wedding dates. So they turn out to be
Still
like
don't know
the
who
worst,
the second guy is.
the worst people ever. Like the worst dates ever. They like, I don't know. It's a stupid movie. And then, but I guess the contest is you go to the rants and raves section of Craigslist and you post up an ad saying why, like a complete rant about why you need VIP tickets to RTX. And you do like this whole convoluted thing. And I'm just like,
Sergio, you
man,
could very much win that.
I know I could win that in like a split second, which is hilarious. But I just don't want to go through the effort of making a Craigslist post
But you get
And,
the
like-
VIP tickets.
and like,
So
Screw you! I'll steal your story and do it myself.
how dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you steal the like 2 hours of bullshit that I spent?
I helped you
so-
go through that. Damn it!
I know.
Some of it, not all of it.
So the Gainesville rant and raves on Craigslist is fantastic.
Oh, it's amazing.
I have never
If
heard
there
of
was
this
ever,
before,
like,
so I'm
anything to
gonna
show
have to
you
go
how
and take a
hick
look
this
at
place
it.
can be.
After
Yeah,
this
it's
podcast.
right here where there's 4 posts that just say Democrats.
Democrats,
Oh.
liberals never see their own
God.
hypocrisy.
Republicans,
And
am I
then-
right?
And then, so right under liberals never see their own hypocrisy is
It's
looking for cock.
Looking for
oh
cock.
my god!
That's what Craigslist is mostly for, right?
I mean, in the rants and raves section, baby. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you, Victoria. I've never been looking for cock before, so
You should change that.
I mean, I'm looking at my own right now. Is that what you wanted?
No,
I
that's
feel
not
awkward
that's not
here.
for. That's
No,
at.
yeah.
I'm so
I'm
sorry that I
Victoria.
took the
I'm sorry,
conversation this
Victoria.
way.
So, thank you everybody for joining us on this very lovely podcast. I think now is a good time to wrap up.
So is the episode?
Hell yeah.
Is the episode?
Everyone, go out and look for cock.
Yeah, is the episode
Don't-
title?
don't-
Go look
Don't
for
go
cock?
out and look for
Don't
cock.
do that.
The search
so,
for cock instead of the search for Spock. Get it?
Oh God. There's got to be a porno about that.
there totally is. No
Chris
comment.
would
No comment.
I mean, that
Anyway,
that is
so,
a pretty easy porno title. The search for cock.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
It's almost a little too easy. Anyway,
So what's going on in the community right now? Other than we beat, since the last podcast, we beat RT Ontario.
Woo!
Suck it, Canadians. We beat RT Radio. Good guys.
yep.
They're good people.
Let me ask, where
You guys be
before
good
you go
people.
any
You guys.
further, where is RTUK in the list right now? They're just out, right? Or did they even join the second season?
No, they were there. They were definitely in it.
Craig, where are you in this list?
Yeah.
Funny
know
thing
you-
is,
you might
he
be
was trying
listening
to
to this.
brag.
He's an amazing
I
guy.
think I told you, Chris. He was trying to brag at us the other day. He's like, "Oh, remember when we beat you in Rooster Rumble?
Yeah,
I was-
really
I was,
wanted
like,
to
thinking in
comment
my
it,
head,
but
I was
you
like-
were-
Are they even in there anymore, or did they just like lose out?"
should I go on
Screw
there
you,
and
Craig.
just slightly remind him where he's at?
Please do.
So
Please do.
RTUK got beat out by RT Ontario. The Canucks beat him.
Ooh.
So, okay.
Them, I should say.
So by elimination, because UK got eliminated by Canada and we eliminated Canada.
Canada?
Fuck you, UK.
Sergio, there's actually a word for that. It is called the transitive property.
Thank you.
There's also another word for that. Every other sporting event in history.
Yeah.
That's like everyone's excuse for, they beat us, but they won the Super Bowl, so it's fine.
Yeah. And listen.
No, that's not fine.
No, it's not fine.
You still lost.
You're a Jacksonville fan,
Listen,
Chris.
that
I don't want to hear it.
that GTA Rooster Rumble, that was a fluke.
Yeah, because I wasn't there.
I am not going to say whether or not it was my fault or not, but
It was totally his fault.
it may or may not have been my fault.
Listen,
was
that
totally
that
fine.
was the advent of me yelling at you.
I'm
It really
pretty sure.
was.
I am now pretty sure that the end segment of these podcasts are just ranting and raving about different community groups and their members. Last
That's
week
fine.
it was
That's totally
Maine and Tasha and their ability to
By the way, Maine-
snack talk.
Maine is
Now
still-
it's RTUK
Maine is still
and
not a
Craig
state.
and just their
When you're
poor.
when the best thing
tournament
about your state is
ability.
leaving to go to another one, you're not a state.
As I said, my
So that's
my
like
statement
half the
still
states in the
stands.
union then.
Yeah,
Jesus.
we don't talk about them. Anyway,
Yeah. So,
we have in the future next Saturday
We have the RTX Beach Day send off. That's going to be at
Yeah,
Flagler Beach.
Yeah.
And
Which
let
hopefully
me say
doesn't
this
rain.
now. I know the weather says it's going to rain. That is not the case in Florida half the time.
Yeah.
And also, there's a 40% chance it won't rain.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fun fact.
So
That's
everyone
a pretty large.
Yeah.
that's a
Everyone in
pretty
the
large
Facebook group,
percentage.
shut the fuck up.
if it ends up being that, then yeah, we'll just all go home and do drunk gaming that night. Okay.
Yeah. There
Fun,
are
maybe?
backup plans.
yeah.
And then,
Jackasses.
and also speaking of drunk gaming, that's going to be the.
That's going to be the
25th?
following Saturday, the 25th, 6 p.m. Part 4. Make better mistakes.
And then the next following week is going to be RTX.
Woo!
Oh,
yeah.
I
All aboard
expect
the hype
I know a lot of
train.
people from the group are
Choo-choo.
actually road tripping. I believe, Chris, you're one of those people, correct?
Yep.
I expect to see a lot
I
of
got-
live streaming on that Facebook group so we can all laugh at you.
I gotta give you that thing.
Oh god.
I gotta give you a couple things.
Well, I
Chris.
mean, like I'm gonna take.
Like an
I'll
air
be taking
mattress?
videos in
Yeah.
Alabama, letting them know that Alabama.
Woo! Jeff was
Also
here!
not a
Woo!
state.
All right, we're in Georgia now.
Brian was here.
That's not
Woo!
how.
All right,
That's
let's
not how states work there. Also, we don't go through Georgia. Thank God.
Whatever. I don't know how states
Unfortunately,
work.
I have to
How
go
the
through
road trip
Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana.
go. Oh my God.
The stars of the South.
It's like, let's go through racism, bad math, and swamp.
Racism and sadness.
Jesus.
in one of those orders.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And then, so also, unfortunately, a date has not been scheduled yet, but it's probably going to be this weekend. Is our Rooster Rumble match against Rooster Speak? I know it's the summer, so unfortunately, they're having some issues getting enough people together to have a match. But it's going to be in Halo 5, and it's most likely going to be probably Sunday, if I had to guess, the 12th.
We're looking at you, Brandon.
Yeah, they could just forfeit.
Yeah, Brandon, we're going to need your skills.
We're talking at you. We're not looking at you.
Your mad gamer skills.
You could just forfeit.
With a Z.
Save us the trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, they could.
They could.
I mean, we're already on a streak.
We're speaking to you,
5
Rooster
games
Speak.
now? We've won
What was
in a
that?
row?
5 matches.
5. Yeah.
Here, I got
Same
the bracket
thing.
right here. We,
Yeah, but should we even count Worms as a real game?
No, because I lost that for us.
We've played 5 matches and we've
did.
won 4 of them.
Okay, so we've won 4 in a row. We've played 5 matches.
No, we've won 3 in a row.
3 in a row? Okay,
We
fine.
won our
3 in a row.
we won our first one, lost our second, then won 3 in a row.
Okay.
It feels like there have been so many more games.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right?
Well, we had other game nights.
Well, this friggin' losers bracket. It's like once we go here, then we have to face RT New York if we win, and then we would have to beat RT New York to even get to the finals bracket. So it's like the losers bracket. You get tons of game time if you keep winning.
Oh, yeah. Which is...
That's kind of how losers brackets work.
Yeah.
Brewer.
Yeah.
I know it's just crazy because it's like you gotta claw your way back up to the top.
Well, and that's fitting. I mean, if you lost it, I think it's very fitting.
Oh no, I do. It's I'm just saying it's kind of nice, It's like we get extra games.
We get to prove how awesome we are, get more practice, and we're coming for you, Rooster Speak, and we're gonna take you down RT New York.
Suck it. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, so that's where we're at with Rooster Rumble, and then do we have any other events coming up? I think that covers it.
That's the main bulk of it. I guess to mention, we are going to be doing an RTX meetup for RT Florida. I think it would most likely be it's like Rainy Street or something, where there was that bar or like restaurant place that you mentioned, Chris. It's like Bangers, Austin.
It's south.
Yeah, it's actually right in that
South
like Rainy Street
Center.
area. I was looking at it today. It looks like a great area, so we will most likely be doing it there. I just have to check on a few things, make sure everything's going to be set up, and you will find out, hopefully by next week.
Well, can we not look at this anymore? Can we not look at the rants and raves?
Yeah, we're still scrolling through them, and there's some pretty bad ones.
Why?
Not bad, just more shocking ones. I don't know, because it's in front of me. I can't help it.
Stop looking through Craigslist. Stop it.
All right, guys, it's been a pleasure being in your ear holes. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Sergio, for being a guest on the podcast.
Thank you.
You were awesome.
Thank you for being awesome and doing awesome things, because you're awesome. Bye.
See
I mean,
ya.
I am
Now
pretty
go be
great.
a psychopath and go kill someone.